Okay, so continue with the same topic. So there are some Gandhiji's methods and directions to just follow the national movement. The first one is Satyagraha. In this term, it is made up of the two Sanskrit words, that is Satya and Agra. In which Satya means truth and Agra means to request someone or to insist to hold fast. It means to be fearless, truthful, and not accepting what is wrong. You have to revolt accordingly. Now, next is non-violence, which is also known as ahimsa. That means not killing or avoiding injuries. According to Gandhiji, it means avoiding injury to anything by thought, words, or deed. Now, next important is Swadeshi movement. So, this was a comprehensive movement that lasted 6 years. Although this was regarded as a cultural movement celebrating the rich harvest of history, the rich tradition like folk music, painting, the culture of Bengal was highlighted. But very soon it got integrated with the political upheavals that followed after the partition of Bengal. Krishna Kumar Mitra in his newspaper Sanjeevani highlighted the prospects of national education and economic Swadeshi. Then very soon this movement started gaining momentum, and with the help of entire Bengali middle class intelligence. So after the partition of Bengal, the Swadeshi movement got a big boost because of the integration of boycott movement with the Swadeshi movement. Tilak called this movement Bahishkar Yog, and most of the Bengali that was initially not in favor of the boycott of movement got integrated with the Swadeshi movement. This was primary learning for the national movement. According to Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai, it was training in self-determination, self-help and self-reliance. Now there are some problems with the Swadeshi movement also. The problem with the Swadeshi movement was that it was not properly directed and it failed to unite the Hindus and Muslims because of the work of Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka and establishment of Muslim League. So the demand of separate electorates became an issue to seek political mileage for the Muslims, and thus the Swadeshi movement lacked having a large mass base. Okay. So next and important is non-cooperation movement and Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi was the main force behind the non-cooperation movement. In March 1920, he issued a manifesto declaring a doctrine of non-violent non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji, through this manifesto, wanted people to, first one is adopt Swadeshi principles. Second is adopt Swadeshi habits including hand spinning and weaving. Third is work for the eradication of untouchability from the society. So Gandhiji travelled across the nation in 1921 explaining the tenets of the movement. Now the features of this movement was, the movement was essentially a peaceful and a non-violent protest against the British government in India. Indians were asked to relinquish their titles and resign from nominated seats in the local bodies as a mark of protest. People were asked to resign from their jobs. People were asked to withdraw their children from government control and aided schools and colleges. People were asked to boycott foreign clothes and use only Indian made goods. People were asked to boycott the elections to the legislative councils. Then people were asked not to serve in the British army. It was also planned that if the above step did not bring result, people would refuse to pay their taxes. The INC also demanded Swaraj or self-government. Only completely non-violent means would be employed to get the demands fulfilled. The non-cooperation movement was a decisive step in the independence movement because for the first time the INC was ready to forego constitutional means to achieve the self-rule. So Gandhiji has assured that Swaraj would be achieved in a year if this movement was continued to compulsion.